And guys, hi and welcome back to the show. How is everyone? Hope everyone's doing really well today. So guys, if you're new, please subscribe, hit the like, hit the bell every time you know when I'm going live. So guys, today let's talk about, you've got at the bottom there, Liverpool v Arsenal. So I'm not going to go into a full breakdown of the of this game today. We will go through that. I'll talk more about the in depth of this game after Klopp's press conference Thursday, but I just want to talk a bit today and see on the header, can we get a win after two poor performances? As we know, we've not had the great last two games before the international break. Obviously, we had that great win against Man United, then that home draw to Brighton, and then that away win to West Ham, and now we've got and then we've got sorry, my connection's a bit gone there. And then we've got Arsenal this Saturday. It's going to be an interesting game. Yeah, it certainly is, because looking at the league table at this moment in time, you know, they're not 2 points behind us, and yeah, that's Arsenal are in a bit of decent form. We're not in the best of form. It's a must-win game for me on Saturday. This Liverpool Arsenal game, a must-win game. With everything going on, midfield problems, Mane injury that we're going to talk about. There's a lot of things going on at this moment in time, and yeah, we've got a lot of problems in them areas, and you know, Arsenal, as I say, they're in decent form. They're going well this season. They got themselves up. I think they're fifth in the league or sixth in the league at this moment in time. They're 2 points behind us, and that's it's going to make for one heck of an interesting game. We cannot afford to lose. I know that. We can't even afford to draw. Drawing this game would be massively bad. It's win-win-win. Road to Red Devils. Hello, lad. How are you, fella? You good? Edward? No, Robbo over now. That's a good thing, perhaps. Oh, what happened to Robbo? I don't know. I ain't watched any national games today, guys. So tell me what's happened there. Nice cat, by the way. Oh yeah, he's in every video. He doesn't leave me be. 10-0, it's coming home. So guys, I don't know what happened today. Fill me in quick. I think England plays San Marino, so I'm sure that's what the 10-0 is. I mean, they're a part-time international team, and the Milkmans are postmen, so that's no shot. Edward, what's this with Robbo? What's happened to Robbo? I need to know. I haven't got my phone with me. Someone tell me. Sammy came off injured, hamstring. Well, there you go. He's been run into the ground. Kane scored 4. Well, he's stat padded against San Marino, eh? Why was Kane playing against San Marino? What is the point of a squad and to see how certain players can play when Harry Kane's playing against San Marino? What is the point of that? What poor management. So 4 goals off now, Wayne Rooney's record. That's why he played this game. He wanted to get goals. England to beat some taxi drivers 10-0. Yeah, it's Southgate is desperate. He has to be. Why would you play Harry Kane in this? I think I'm going right off topic now. What we were talking about. I'm interested now. Right. Why was Harry Kane playing this game? Trent with 3 assists. That's because he's Trent. But I'm not going to get carried away because it is San Marino at the end of the day. But that's good for Trent. But I don't understand why Kane. We know what Kane does. We know what Kane's good at. Give some. Was Watkins on the bench? Ollie Watkins must have been in the squad. Why couldn't he play up front in this game and get himself a hat-trick against San Marino? Why is Harry Kane playing this game? we're not going to lose to San Marino. That's ridiculous. I've seen some stupidness. That is all. That is all coming. That's just stat padding. That is. I bet Harry Kane was desperate to play today, just to get his stats up. Pure stat padding. Pure stat padding. I didn't see this earlier. Salah will probably put Gabriel on his ass. Yeah, I'm hoping. You guys will probably beat Arsenal. Salah versus Aubameyang. Yeah, that's why it's going to be. Of course. So Robbo injured, coming off hamstring. Well, do you know what? I'm not surprised. Robbo's been running to the ground. And as you watch my channel, you will know that I've been saying Robbo needs to have 2 or 3 weeks holiday, just go away, not play any football. He's just been running to the ground. And, Scotland got their big win last week. So I'm surprised he played again today. That was a bit of a pointless. What are international managers doing? They're all useless. International management, I'll tell you, absolutely useless. But Tsimikas will have to play now. But the problem is, that's going to probably be, if it's hamstring, do we know how bad the hamstring is? Robinson is a draw. I don't like him to be textual. Wow. I am not going to answer that in politeness. You saw that Robbo did some. Yeah, he messed Messi up. Brilliant. I like it. You need them players in your team. Not sure. I think it's a few weeks. Yeah, if it's not too bad, it could only be 4 so weeks. My man John. Yeah, I'm good, John. I'm good. I'm just hearing about the Robbo news because I say I ain't seen any football today. I don't watch international football. It's boring. So I just hear the highlights, and everyone's saying Robbo got injured. That's a big one. Tsimikas. It's lucky we got a fantastic left back in Tsimikas on the bench, isn't it? Because he'll have to play. But these players, I've been saying it, they're being run into the ground. Robbo ran into the ground. That's partly our fault as well. We should rest him more. They're all being run into the ground. We'll hear from Mane. I think Mane. News is that Mane looks like he's going to be okay. And Henderson, we don't know yet. John, no, please, no, you'll be joking. Apparently so. Apparently Robbo came off with a hamstring injury, so Edward said today. I don't know. I haven't seen nothing on Twitter, or I haven't got my phone on me to have a look, so I haven't seen anything. But I take it Edward's right. Came off apparently. So if he's done his hammy, hopefully it's just precautionary. Hopefully it's just he felt something and went off as precaution. Rather watch paint dry than non-international tournament football. Yeah, I hate any sport, not just football, but football's probably the worst. Any sport that hasn't got nothing on the line, I can't stand it. And this is even World Cup qualifiers. When you play World Cup qualifiers against, San Marinos of this world, it's not real football, is it? Albania are decent, it's Latvia, Latvia, San Marino, Luxembourg, Liechtenstein. No, these ain't football. It's not competitive, is it? So it's not interesting to watch. They're all giving me bad memories. Oh, shit, it's like, yeah. Well, as I said, they've been running to the ground. It's too much football. They're playing too many games. Why has there been 3 international breaks already? Why? Is it 3 or 2? Why has there been so many international breaks? And why do they play 3 games a week now when it used to be 2? They used to play on the midweek and the weekend, and then they go back to their clubs. Now they play midweek. What's the point of that? And then they have to go back to their club. They're playing far too much football. It's ridiculous. They don't need to be pushing these so hard. And it's not just UEFA and FIFA, it's the Premier League as well. They try and stick so many games in and put them at stupid times so television companies can get to watch them. And it's ridiculous. It is lucky we've got Tsimikas, who's in amazing form. I saw for Greece the other day. He was man of the match. Apparently, he created 7, proper chances in the game as well, and he's on fire at the moment, Tsimikas. So, no, we're lucky there. We're lucky we have got Simi there to come in and take over. Sorry if my internet's going a bit up and down at the moment, guys. It's don't know what's happening, but yeah, let's get back. Let's talk about that again in a minute. Let's get back to this Liverpool Arsenal game. So it's a difficult one. It's with the injuries and everything going on. With the injuries and everything going on, this game is very, very important on Saturday. Extremely important. And yeah, we need to win, guys. We need 3 points at Anfield. I was reading somewhere, apparently we've only won 6 of 15 games at Anfield. The last 15 matches, so we've only won 6 games at Anfield. And then obviously before the pandemic started, our Anfield record was amazing. We hardly dropped any points at all at Anfield and mostly wins. So a bit of the fear factor's gone off. We need to get that back at Anfield, and Arsenal will be perfect, but we have to sort out our midfield. It's at Arsenal, they've not got the strongest midfield in the world, but what Arsenal got are runners. They've got athleticism in midfield. I know Partey, I think, is injured, but Smith Rowe is extremely good running with the ball. They've got athletes in midfield, and that could cause us some problems to our midfield if we don't get it correct. Now, I'm hoping we'll go on to it in a minute, but I'm hoping Henderson's fine and we can have a midfield. Now, there's a lot of talk, obviously, at the moment about Thiago. Barcelona look at him and they're interested in Thiago. Xavi's interested in Thiago. He likes Thiago, and he wants to bring back to Barcelona. Now, I don't know how true that is, but we'll talk about that soon. But for this game, Thiago needs to play against Arsenal. As I say, I want to see a midfield of Thiago, Hendo, and Fabinho against Arsenal, because I think that midfield 3 would dominate, and I think we'll be absolutely fine. But we're obviously going to talk about Henderson in a minute, but I just need to see Thiago back in his team. I desperately need to see Thiago back in this team doing what Thiago does. Thiago gets a lot of stick because he doesn't assist or get goals, and everyone thinks that's the main thing in football now. If your stats don't show you ain't got assists and you ain't got goals, you can't be doing very much in a football game, and that's not wrong. That's so wrong. It's ridiculous. Stats are ruining everyone's opinion of what they're watching, because everyone goes by stats now, and and everyone looks at how many chances you create and go to a goal as an XP or whatever it's stupidly called, and it's getting silly. And Thiago is a fantastic football controlling games. Obviously, he needs legs around him because he's not quick, and he obviously needs legs around him. And so you need legs round him for Thiago to do what Thiago does. Thiago can control a game. It's like the stat they never show is the pass before the assist. Because let's get it right, an assist can be a half-yard pass or a little knock-on in a free kick and you get an assist. Or now assist count if you have a shot and it keeper saves it and falls to a striker's feet and scores. That's counted as an assist now. And so them stats shouldn't be listened or looked at. I go by what I watch, and that's why sometimes I have different views to a lot of people, and some people have them same views because they go by what they watch. And when I watch Thiago play football, you can see what he does, and he's a special player. Controls games. He's got that pass before the assist. Opens up the whole game. He's got that nice diagonal pass. He's got that little turn on him that he can get away if he's got 2 or 3 yards. He can dribble. I'd like to see him shoot a bit more because I think he can get a few goals into his game because he has got a decent shot on him. But I just need to see more Thiago. And Thiago's hardly played with Van Dijk behind him. Thiago's hardly started any games of football with Van Dijk behind him. And that's a crazy thing. I think it's only been like 4 games he's played with Van Dijk behind him since he's been at Liverpool. And I just need to see them all play together for a long period of time. Because I don't want Thiago to play 1 or 2 games, comes out, someone else comes in and comes back on as a sub the next game. I want to see Thiago have a nice, long list of games, like he did at the end of the last season. Look, the reason we finished 3rd last season weren't just because of Nat Phillips' heroics at centre-back with Reece James getting us into that top 4. Thiago played a lot of them last 10 games of the season, and if everyone looks and remembers, we drew 2 and won 8 of our last 10 games. That's an excellent record, excellent form, and we carried that on to this season. But Thiago is part of that, and we badly need him back in the team. And another player we need to start picking up the pace a little bit is Fabinho. Now, look, I love Fabinho. I think he's fantastic, but I need to see him just starting to get back to old Fabinho, because at the moment he seems to be giving away the ball a little bit more. He seems to be, he's a bit leggy at the moment. And I know he's never quick. Fabinho's never been quick. Doesn't need pace. That's not his game. He reads the game really well, so he doesn't need pace. But the problem in the Premier League is that he's played at such a pace. When you lose the ball, he hasn't got that turn of foot. But I just want to see get Fabinho back in the groove. Get him alongside Thiago in midfield. And you're probably looking at something special there. If they can play for a few, play 5 or 6 games in a row, Thiago and Fabinho together, I think that could be magic. And that's what we need to start doing a bit more. And then you can add to the 3rd midfielder, be a Henderson, Kante when he's fit, Milner if he's available, Ox if he's available, Jones if he's available. But Thiago and Fabinho must start every game for me. I couldn't agree with Drifty. I think Fab is our most important midfielder, and Thiago can play with him. In fact, he excels when Fab also plays. But I do agree we need to run alongside both. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I mean, I can understand where Drift was coming from. He's looking for more legs in midfield. I was watching it earlier with you, Edward, and I can understand where he's coming from. And he's right about legs. We do need legs. I agree he's been leggy, but it's understandable to agree. Yeah, I mean, they've all played so much football, it's ridiculous. They're all shattered and they're just getting through it. But I think he's it's like Sammy says, you can't judge Modric, Verratti and Thiago on stats. No, you can't. But when they don't play in your team, because there's a massive difference. John, Barcelona have no money. How the hell are they doing that one? I agree, but unfortunately, we all know certain teams can find money. I mean, what will 25, 30 million for Thiago? That's what Liverpool want. Don't matter his age. That's what Liverpool want. They want to see something back on their value they bought for him. So Barcelona would find that for Xavi. I mean, Xavi's gone in there as manager. They're going to find the money for him. I'm not too concerned about the game this week, and I think we'll win. But it'll be a very good game. Yeah, I agree. But yeah, I just want to see a bit more pace in our midfield, but not pace as such, just so people can get around the pitch. Like, but I do want to see Fabinho and Thiago just play week on, because them two together, as we saw the last 10 games of last season, they started to have an understanding one another. And if them two play against Arsenal, and then if Henderson is injured and you bring in a Jones or an Ox or something like that, I think it'll work. I do think it'll work, and we'll be fine. But yeah, let's see about that. Let's talk about the other film we'll talk about. So Mane Henderson injured. So guys, you've probably seen all the talk about over the weekend that Sadio Mane and Jordan Henderson picked up injuries for their national sides over the weekend. Apparently, Mane's one is that he fell. So he's up for the ball for a header, challenging in the air for a header, and it's the way he fell. He fell like on his hip or rib area, and that is what is causing a lot of the problem for him at this moment in time. And so he's apparently having scans for that. The Senegal manager, Aliou Cisse, is it? He said today that it weren't too bad and it was just more precautionary, if anything. And yeah, it was more precautionary than anything else. So he just wanted to take him off. As they do in international football, if there is an injury, they do look like they want to take him off as a precautionary measure because of the club teams. So I'm hoping Mane's okay. The Henderson one, Gareth Southgate has said that Henderson is there is a small injury there, but he hasn't gone into much more detail. He has just said there is a small injury there of concern, and that's why they've let him go back to the club. So that's a little bit of a worry. So we need to find out what that is. I don't even know when it happened. I don't know if it was in training or in the game. As you say, I haven't really been watching the international games. But hearing about it, it sounds like there is something there. With Mane, I'm probably a bit more positive over Mane for the Arsenal game. I mean, I've seen videos of him walking around, dancing in the change room and after the game and stuff like that. So he looks to be okay. So let's have our fingers crossed for that one, guys. But Hendo could be a problem because I do want to see a midfield of Henderson, Fabinho, and Thiago playing games in a row. I just think that midfield could work. You know, Henderson can cover more of that right-hand side of midfield, the right centre midfield area. Thiago just in front of, because I don't want Thiago playing too deep if Thiago plays. I'd rather have Henderson and Fabinho actually as the DMs either side, and then Thiago just a little bit more advanced. That's where I want Thiago to play. I don't want to play too deep. I'm not interested in playing too deep. I want to see him play a little bit more advanced. So, yeah, I'm hoping they're not too bad guys. And, yeah, especially, Hendo, he's club captain. We've got players coming back. I don't think Kate is that far away now from coming back. I don't think Milner's that far away from now coming back. So they shouldn't be too far away from coming back and being their best. But hopefully it's not too bad for both of them. And so I'm more positive over the Mane. I think just hearing Gareth Southgate saying there is a small injury there with Henderson, but not going into detail what even the injury is. So we have to wait out for that one, guys. Guys, let me know if my internet's all right, 'cause it keeps saying it's dropping now. So just let me know. I might be having some internet troubles here, but just let me know, guys. So getting off the Mane Henderson thing, I just want to talk about one last thing, and that is, so this came up. This came up over the weekend. Xavi apparently wants Thiago back at Barcelona. Now, that's a big call. That's a big call. I don't want to see Thiago leave. Don't get me wrong. I love Thiago. He's a fantastic footballer. Yes, he's not had massive success yet at Liverpool. Has he been a flop? Can't really say he's been a flop. I mean, the injuries he's got. I mean, his injury against Everton in his first season weren't his actual fault. I mean, Richarlison tried to take his leg off. Obviously, then he had COVID and things like that. And then this last one with the thigh strain he got, it was out for 47 days or something like that. And apparently that's quite a while to be out for quite a minor injury. And I think Klopp might be getting annoyed just by the injuries, like he is with Kante, but he knows they're fantastic footballers, and that's why he persists on them. But Kante and I think any other team might have been gone by now with his injuries. But with Klopp, I think he knows they're very good footballers. Plus, he hasn't got a lot. He hasn't got a lot to fall back on with him. So, yeah, it's difficult. I don't want Thiago to go. The only thing with Thiago is what's this? Ben Baines, lad, you're a wall. Yeah, fuck got you from. Why sport you Liverpool? What's that about? Ben, I don't know what your problem is, fella. I remember Klopp benching Thiago against us. Yeah, he did. Ben, why don't you explain to me what you're on about, fella, and I'll talk to you. What's a wall? I don't understand all these new terminologies, fella, so why don't you explain to me? Yeah? Lad, you're a wall. Where the F are you from? Why are you supporting Liverpool? Who do you support, Ben? Who do you support, fella? Let me know. Why does it matter where I'm from? Hey, why does it matter where I'm from? What's the problem? Can you let me know? Because this is an adults only. We're all adults here. We don't talk like this. What have I said that's so incorrect so far? Please let me know, because obviously you know everything. Let me know, lad. Let me know what your problem is. Yeah? Yeah? No? Right. Because my city ain't like any other city. If you went to the ground on Sun, you'd know. I go to Liverpool quite a lot, fella. Thank you very much. Only because I'm from down south doesn't mean I don't go to the ground or go up to Liverpool and sing the songs and stuff like that. So I don't get where you're coming from, mate. I don't understand your attitude. Yeah, the world has crazy people. I don't. Who know it's wrong. You know it's wrong. End of it. So hang on. Right, guys, listen to Ben here. So apparently, if you're not from Liverpool, you can't support Liverpool. So, you know, imagine me supporting Watford, the West Ham, any Cockney team. Well, it'd be up to you. I wouldn't care. Why would anyone care? I don't get where you're coming from, fella. Why would anyone care who you support and where you're from? No one cares. But Ben, I don't know how old you are. I'm going to take it you're like in your early 20s or a teenager or something like that. I'm 40 years old. I've been supporting Liverpool for 30 years, since I was 10 years old, yeah? We only won the league once in that whole time. I'd be, you wouldn't do it. I would care. I'd be embarrassed. Embarrassed by what? I'm from Trinidad and support Real Madrid. Yeah, exactly, Sammy. Hate that shit because you're not from the city. Oh, it doesn't mean you can't love the club and respect. F off, mate. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. I would never want anything to do with another city. That's not mine. Okay. Can't help where I come from, fella. Can't help where I come from. But I'll let you tell you this right now, right? So I've been supporting Liverpool for 30 years, yeah? For 30 years, which is probably older than you are, because you can't be older than that right in the gas you are. So I've been supporting the club longer than you've probably been alive. I've only seen us win one league title in that whole time. Obviously, I've seen us win 2 Champions Leagues, some FA Cups and League Cups and all that. But I've gone through the hard times of not winning anything, watching Man United win everything, watching Chelsea win everything, watching Arsenal win stuff, and us always failing till recently. And I've stuck with us. I've never supported another team. I've never... So, there you go. This is all you get. Support your local team. Why would I do... Why? Why should I? Why should I? So, say you fall... Right, Ben. Say you fall in love with a southern bird, yeah? Say you fall in love with a southern bird, right, Ben? But you're totally in love with her. You can't stop thinking about her. She's everything to you. You know, you have that funny feeling in your tummy and everything. No other girl matters to you, but you won't marry her because she's a southern girl. Yeah, is that what you're saying? Because that's what football is. Yeah, is that's what football is. Yeah. Does Ben think Liverpool should have players only from the area? Yeah. I mean, should we not have Brazilians, Egyptians, Africans, Greeks, Brazilian, all these, should they not play for Liverpool? Us Scousers have kept you lot out for years. Oh, have you now, Ben? Well, I've got to say, I go to Liverpool quite a lot, and when I talk to people up in Liverpool, they're the friendliest people. They're the friendliest people I've ever met in my single life, apart from you, obviously. How you compare football to a team, girl. No. See, this is where you're a child, Ben, because you're not understanding what I'm saying. So you're just a child. I'm from Belfast, live in Glasgow, and I've been supporting Liverpool for as long as I can remember, and I'm 32. And I'm only 32. Not Liverpool won the league. I cried out my eyes. Means that much to me. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. But yeah, Ben's gone. What a prick. I gave him a little bit of time there, guys, just to see if he can, you know, grow up and actually come up with some decent arguments. The people in Liverpool would probably find him utterly disgusting because apparently you can't support a club from anywhere but where you're from. So Liverpool wouldn't be one of the biggest clubs in world football if you could only support them from Liverpool themselves, because you wouldn't have fans in the Scandinavian countries, in America, in Africa, around Europe, around Asia. You know, none of these people could follow and love the club, because in Ben's eyes, you can only watch them from. You can only watch and support them if you're from Liverpool. He's probably not even a Liverpool fan at the end of the day. Probably is not even a Liverpool from Liverpool. The people in Liverpool who don't get on like they're the most amazing people. Yeah, exactly. You know what I'm saying? You've probably been. I've been in Liverpool loads of times. They're the best people I've ever met. And like they ask you, how comes you're a... When I've been to Liverpool, they call us Southern Scousers. That's what they call us. They call us Southern Scousers. They just adopt you. And they always ask you, how comes you support Liverpool being a Southerner? And you tell them, and they're like, that's brilliant. That's fantastic. You know, they love it. Better get back to the real football talk. Yes. Oh, yeah, they would. Even the man Shanks, Dalglish, 2 Scots, Joe Hillsday, French, Rafa, Spanish, and now Jurgen. Yeah, Jurgen should never manage it. Can you imagine? You can't have any of them guys because they weren't from Liverpool. You know, Dalglish loves Liverpool, obviously supports the club. He's got a stand named after him. But in Ben Baines' eyes, he should never, ever, ever, ever be associated with Liverpool. What a two-bob prick. Right. I'm sorry about that, guys, but people like that really irritate me, you know? They come on people's streams. You know, I'm a massive Liverpool fan. I'm a big Liverpool fan for 30 years. I'm starting a YouTube channel to speak passionately about my club and to give you guys some entertainment. Hopefully it works. Hopefully you guys are entertained by me. And, you know, we have a bit of fun talking about the thing we love. And you get idiots like that who try and come on and try and ruin it for everybody. We're having a good old laugh here, good old time, and then he comes on and does that. Mate, not even just the Liverpool fans, but the Everton fans are also amazing. Yeah, exactly, all Scousers are. I don't think Ben was a Liverpool fan, guys. He was probably, he's just a job's worth, ain't he? He's probably a 17-year-old kid, you know, getting sucked off by his boyfriend. Right, let's get back to Thiago, guys. Talk about something special. So, yeah, as I was saying, with Thiago, I don't think he's going to go Barcelona. Like John said, they haven't got really the money, but, you know, Barcelona's got Xavi back, and if Xavi's going to be at Barcelona, you know, they might find the money anywhere for him. John laughing. Getting sucked off by his boyfriend. Thiago is he ain't going nowhere. I just want him to play as much football as he possibly can for Jurgen Klopp. You know, he's a fantastic footballer, and I want him to play with the fans and everyone singing his name, and he'll fall in love with the club more and more and more. Yeah, it's probably hard for him. He came in a pandemic. I mean, he's a transfer in a pandemic. You know, there was no fans there to sing his name when he signed. Everything's done behind closed doors, and it's very hard to get yourself into the city and meet people. As we say, Scousers are the best people in the world, and you go and talk to them in the city and all that. He couldn't do that when he joined, so it's probably a bit hard for him to get, you know, into it all. And but the more he stays, the more he'll be in love with the team and the city and the fans singing his name, and yeah, love it. And I don't see him going back to Barcelona. I don't see that unless he desperately wants to. If he desperately wants to, you can't really hold him back. Yeah, Luca. So what I'm going to do, because I can't find you on Twitter, Luca. On Friday, I was going to ask you if you wanted to come on and do a Liverpool Arsenal preview. You can give the Arsenal side of it, and because I need an Arsenal fan, and we could do that, Luca. But I couldn't find you on Twitter. I don't know if you've got any social media or anything I can catch you on. But yeah, that'd be awesome. We could come on for the preview, and we'll have a chat about the Arsenal game. Let me know, Luca. Let me know, mate, because I want to do that definitely. But yeah, Thiago is a special player. I want him back playing regularly for us, week in, week out. Try and keep him fit. Get the players around him he needs. And none of this Barcelona stuff. None of this Barcelona stuff. Right, guys. So as I said, the Liverpool Arsenal game, it's got to be a big one. They always are. I'm really looking forward to it. We need to bounce back. Arsenal, I say, are in good form. They're going well. They're unbeaten since August, obviously, after 3 defeats. They got their players united into the team. Arteta seemed to find a way that he wants the team to play now. He's playing, set on a formation, got the players in that can play that formation for him, and he's looking decent. And Aubameyang's back in the goals, so Lacazette's looking all right now. Smith Rowe looks like a little diamond in the rough. Arsenal got a lot to be happy about there, but you just see a lot of silliness online sometimes. And I've got nothing wrong with Arsenal. They're a great club, a great institution in English football. And, they used to play some of the best football we've ever seen in English football when under Arsene Wenger back in the day. They were such an attractive team to watch. But some of their fans, and this isn't Luka, I know, because I've seen some of his YouTube shows and he's not like this, but some of their fans go so over the top. This Arteta is going to be a better manager than Jurgen Klopp, and here's the proof how, and they show you all this stuff. And it's like, chill out. You've won a few games. You've been doing well. But, if you lose a couple in a row, you're back to hating again. Arsenal in a position at the moment where they're playing once a week and it's benefiting them because they've got no Europe. They're playing once a week and it's helping them. It's benefiting them. But they're playing well, and it's going to be a tough game. And so I don't want to talk too much about that because the Arsenal preview I want to do Friday. Hopefully I can get Luca on. He's an Arsenal fan, so he can give us his perspective of Arsenal, and he can tell us how well Arsenal are really playing and tactics they might play against Liverpool on Saturday and that. So I'm hoping Luca can come on if Luca's still here. I'll tell his bang average. It was, he's one, his two last finishes have been 8th and 8th. So there's things to work on now. His Arteta bang average, I don't know. He might be. He might not be. He's definitely getting a tune out of the players at the moment. But they did spend well in the summer. We've got to remember that. Arsenal spent over £100 million this summer. So we do have to remember they've spent a lot of money. They spent a bit of cash under Arteta. And they're getting players in that he wants to play. So I'm just going to hold my thing on that, I think. Wait till... I don't want to say it's bang average till we've played them. Once we played them, I can talk a bit more about it. But I don't want to ruin it for us. As I say, I will do a proper preview of this game, guys. Go more in depth. Especially after we've heard from Jurgen Klopp, we can talk. He can tell us about the injury scenarios, what's happening with the injuries, if Mane and Henderson are okay, who's coming back, who's close to coming back, all this sort of stuff. And once we know that, we can have a proper talk about it, guys, and get a proper in-depth look at it. And hopefully Luca's available to do the preview. Steve, how are you, fella? Yeah, I'm good, mate. I just had some bloke come on here, told us we can't support Liverpool because we're not from Liverpool. Just watch out for him if he ever comes onto your channel, yeah? He's called Ben Baines. And he just came on here, had right go at me because I'm a Southerner supporting Liverpool, and he says it's a disgrace and we should be not allowed near the city and all this sort of stuff. So I just blocked him, and he's an idiot. Just watch out for him, though. His name's Ben Baines, and he might cause trouble. But Steve, hope you're well, mate. If everyone don't know, Steve Statman Stubbs Football Channel. It's an excellent YouTube channel, guys. So go and subscribe to it if you haven't already. I was on there last Friday doing the quiz with Chase, and I got beat. But I think there's a rematch in store. But go and subscribe to his channel, guys. He's doing excellent stuff. He's got a blinding intro for his videos that his missus done for him. That's really good, top draw stuff. And he's doing some good stuff over there, guys. He has good previews, good reviews of matches. He does the quizzes on Friday. Check it out, guys. He's part of the community. We're all part of the same community, and we're all growing. And yeah, it's good stuff. But guys, so I'll be back. What are we today? We're Monday. I'll be back Wednesday. We'll do a show on Wednesday. I'm not quite sure what we're going to do yet because of this international football. What we might do is look at the players available for Liverpool this Saturday. Find out more about the injuries, hopefully, by Wednesday. And, look ahead to the things that are coming up. We've got a busy 6 weeks, 7 weeks to over Christmas. And, it's a busy time. We've got a lot of matches coming up. So we're going to have a look ahead to that, see where we're going, look at the fixtures coming up. Champions League is all done and dusted for us now, already through. So we'll Klopp rest players against rest players, because I've heard a slight rumour that Klopp's not going to rest players in the Champions League, although we're already through, because you get 3.2 million for winning a game in the Champions League. So he might not be able to rest players. So that's the rumour I've heard. So we can talk about that as well, guys. But thank you, everyone, for joining. Sorry about that one person who came in and tried to ruin everything for us. They didn't. Guys, you're all great. Sammy, Steve, John, Luca, Edward. You're all great guys, and I appreciate everything, dear. Road to Red Devils. I appreciate all of you guys. Thanks for joining me today. And thanks, Edward. John, could talk about the 270 million we have to spend, but we could talk about that as well, John. We'll talk about whatever you want. Cav Oldham, great work, Joe. We keep going. Oh, thanks, Cav. New today, Cav. I've not seen you come in before. I hope you're well, mate. Thanks for coming in. Appreciate that, fella. I really appreciate it. Subscribe if you haven't. So, guys, Wednesday, I'll be back. We'll go through a thing. John's gave me one there. Talk about the cash we haven't spent. Players that we got available, hopefully, and how they played in international games, and looking ahead to the rest of the season. John British has always been up, mate. Cheers, John. You're the man. Thank you very much. So, guys, I will see you on Wednesday. Thank you for everything, guys, and I will see you then.